Anyway, so look, back to trolls.
Yeah.
Back to 6ix9ine, Nicki Minaj, these colourful squid octopus people.
Bro, like I don't get the video clip.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Dude,
Unique New York.
Man, KFC.
New York.
I had like one option to just fucking have junk food for the first time ever.
You hate it, don't you?
Bro, you know how you feel when you masturbate and you regret it after and your hands are sticky?
No.
Well, that's how I feel.
I can see that.
What'd you say?
But the hand sticky part?
I hate masturbating.
The hand sticky part. What's wrong with you?
I mean, you know, like at the time it's a good idea.
My headphones plugged in?
I mean, are they? You're not plugged in?
Check. Oh, they're here. Yeah, can you just turn me up?
Which one are you?
I think it's 2.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, but, man. Yeah, no. Like,
Spyro had them so low.
oh, bro, he's a pretty pedal.
I love it in bits though.
Yeah, but no, seriously. So I just had that. Like, I'm delusional right now about how much I hate KFC, and it's fucking with my head right now.
Because you don't hate it that much.
No, I do.
Oh, right.
I don't eat junk food, dude. Like that type.
So what did you have?
That's a lie. I have right now. I have strawberry milk and I have fucking carrot milk.
Listen, it was just YouTube. They
What's
got
that,
you.
Just put it to like
Yeah,
12.
too loud.
A little bit more?
Yeah,
No, a little bit up.
up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
No, like seriously, God, I feel lightheaded, like I've been drinking / a little bit groggy. Just it's.
Are you sure it's not the mixture of the strawberry milk and the KFC?
Oh man, it could be that too. And I'm a little bit concerned too because this one actually, it was
7-Eleven strawberry milk, not my favorite.
but
Oak?
this was like semi uncracked, so I'm kind of concerned that like the seal was
Are
broken.
you kidding?
What about?
What?
You.
Oh, me. Okay.
Oh my gosh! I just dropped you.
Oh my God, babe. Well, it's good, babe. Okay, anyway, so today, guys, what we're going to go through is just a random one. We're going to cover.
Why
Hey, guys.
start before I have you ready?
Because, babe, you're never ready. Stop kicking the camera. My Lord. So good. Holy shit. Is that why is she even this? Oh, my God.
I love it.
I'm sorry, guys. Look, you're missing it. If you're listening to the audio only, this is...
This might be your last episode with me joining.
Yeah, she's...
Nah.
I'm getting fired.
Come on, guys.
Well, you saw last one. There's one that was just you and I last time, and this camera dropped out, so I had to like kick in the doors and shit. Anyway,
That was hilarious.
Wait, what? What'd you do?
Is that when you had to like go over and
I had to come over here. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a horrible situation. But
I had fun.
oh, man. But yeah, guys, today what we're going to be going through is a bunch of shit, like this random stuff. It's we're going as well through why basically 6ix9ine is successful. You can hate him. I mean, most people do. But there is a reason why the dude is making money.
You just found a way on. Oh wait, are we starting? Or?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh,
I fucking I just
I'm
Hey,
here
guys.
for it.
yeah, I just felt like I don't know. I just started talking
Hey,
to people on the camera.
Gavin.
But yeah, dude. Look,
Yep.
let's just dive right into it. Like,
I say cue the introduction.
Oh,
oh yeah, we forgot about that part.
true.
I did. There's this one. Everyone knows it.
What's good?
Yeah, you go. Let's go.
Welcome back to Fresh and Zesty.
Yes!
Number 1 music podcast in Australia.
100%.
Where we give you the things and the tips and the other things to make you famous.
Yeah, and look, today we're going to like basically the issue that a lot of people have. Like, look, you want to be above the veil.
Gosh, I was breathing so hard into the mic.
Oh, yeah, me too. I was just like,
Oh, were you?
Okay, okay, guys, I'm trying to give the people a fucking value right now.
they don't just want to hear me breathe really heavily.
No.
We'll do it later.
Yeah. So no, because there's things. So, have you heard of the term above the veil and below the veil?
Yes.
Yes, loosely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So above the veil means like usually people would refer to themselves as woke when we've established that usually people who think they're woke are fucking asleep.
Right.
So woke means like not woke. Sorry, above the veil means basically that if you're an example would be Trump.
Yeah.
Everyone is like either you hate him or you love him, But if you're and that's if you're below the veil. Like everything he says is either disgusting or everything he says is correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're below the veil. If you're above the veil, you're looking at, again, the positives and negatives. It's like there's good and bad, and there's things that are right that he says, things that are wrong that he says.
Yeah.
There's heaps of parts to it. So you're above the veil.
Yeah.
You're not emotional to it. You know.
You take every bit as it is.
Yeah. So, Stace, what is going on, dude? You good, babe?
I set that whole light up and then I forgot to turn it on. I'm telling you, I'm checked out.
Jeez, I'll buy you some French fries and just want a carb.
No,
like,
I want a sandwich. I want a vegan cheeseburger.
All right, cool. We'll get back to that one later. Okay, let's just focus on what we're trying to talk about right now. Above the veil, not about your chicken sandwich or
Cheeseburger.
Whoa.
cheeseless burger. Cheeseless burger.
Cheeseless burger.
Cheeseless non-burger.
So, guys, Jamie. So,
Yeah,
Chunky.
yeah.
The thing. I mean, let's talk about 6ix9ine.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. So below the veil means that you're like, do you have to? Is it always negative, or is it like you just blind?
Always negative, always positive. Like you're very led by your emotions.
Okay.
So an example would be like when I'm on my Facebook and I will agree with someone 90%, but then I'll disagree with 10% of what they're saying, and then all of a sudden it's
a big deal.
It's a big deal. I'm somehow a racist. I'm somehow okay with kids getting beaten up. Like just ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
That's what below the veil means.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas above the veil is like we have an open conversation and. You know, like
Yeah, for sure.
someone
just
does.
to clear this up, you would believe that you're above the veil.
In most things, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I don't believe that everything in the world is what it is. There's no good, there's no bad. There's things that we put our own ego on saying is bad. But like in nature, like when a fucking gazelle gets ripped to shit by a lion, nature as a whole just is. Whereas we look at it and we go, oh, it's bad.
Yeah, true.
Whereas a lion would look at that and be like, oh, it's good, it's fucking eating.
Yeah.
You know, so there's it's our own biases that we put onto
Stuff.
Things. It's our own ego, our own ego in a way as well. Like we say what is good or bad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, things just are. So
Yep.
an example with Trump is he puts down his goal is to be elected. His goal is not to be liked.
Yeah.
So the wall thing is an example.
Yeah.
So that's an example. Like you go above the veil. Okay, cool. Above the veil, I'm looking at it. It's like cool. There's things that are right about it, things that are wrong about it. Now, if you're listening to me right now, you're probably going to be thinking, whatever the bias is, like, you know, we're looking at it from the top, okay? I'm not saying anything's right or wrong, it just is.
Yep.
So 6ix9ine, the dude is divisive. His goal is to make money, not to be liked. And there is no doubt with what is happening right now with the comeback of 6ix9ine, like, you know, this cancel culture thing. Everyone thought that there is no way that you can come back from being a snitch and everything else.
Yeah.
You good, babe?
She's just making me look pretty.
The lighting is actually
Really
the
good.
lighting is actually righteous.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it is. Sexy Jimmy. So look, Trolls has come out with Nicki Minaj. There is like they've had 173 million views on YouTube, but only had 39 million views or plays, on Spotify.
Yeah.
Now,
In how long? A month?
in a month.
That's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ass. It's like
It's bad for them.
Well, I mean, like, fuck, I'd be pretty happy with 39 million plays in a month.
Bro, I'll be happy with 39,000.
Look,
3,900.
I think
Stop cutting me low, babe.
I actually got 40,000 plays in the month.
Shut up.
Yeah, we dropped Melchior's song. Would have been about a month ago now,
Oh, yeah.
and it just clocked over 40.
Wow.
Shit. Shout out Melchior.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Who keeps avoiding getting on our podcast.
Yeah, come on the podcast, bro.
Jeez.
He kills me, man. The amount of times that guy
He doesn't know it's you.
I wasn't going to say it.
Spoiler alert.
The amount of fuck it, he knows now. The amount of times he DMs the Fresh and Zesty page. Hey, man, when am I going to be on? When do you want to be on? Double tap likes the comment, ghosts.
Because he probably thinks it's me.
But my point being is like, don't ask a question.
Well, because then he talks to me like on my profile. I mean, he doesn't ask me that.
But my
like,
point being is that
he probably thinks I'm gonna bring it up at some point and be like, "Hey, bro," well, which I will. I'll be like, "Hey, man, come on, yeah." when you're free."
regardless of that fact, though, it is back and forth, back and forth. Like I'll message him back and forth 2-3 times with things, and it's boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
The second, every time, about 4 or 5 times now, the second that he goes, "When am I going to be on?" and I'll be like, "Hey, we normally shoot on these days. Which day are you available?" Double tap like.
Oh, so you actually ask him? Oh.
I literally, it's every time. It's literally like.
Nah, I love him though.
I lead. You're leading the horse to the water, and it goes, double tap that lake and walks away. So,
Maybe you should just pick a day and a time and just be like, bro.
It doesn't matter because he'll double tap it and not turn up. Like I don't get an answer. That is my thing. That is the whole issue of this.
Nah, he's good. Like if I like, he's always here for sessions. So like, I've got a session with him tomorrow. So I'll ask. I'll be like, "Hey man, oi,
you've been ducking my calls.
What's good, my fam?"
Anyway, so look, back to trolls.
Yeah.
Back to 6ix9ine, Nicki Minaj, these colourful squid octopus people.
Bro, like I don't get the video clip. Like,
but see,
whatsoever.
but that's the
well,
thing.
I mean, like his hair is colourful, so I guess that's the thing.
But think about why that video clip has gotten 173 million. Look,
It's got so much ass and titties in it.
there's that. However, there is the ability for us to talk about it because, like, look,
so-
there's this whole argument that they've been paying for YouTube views and all that sort of shit. You know, the thing released on the number one on the Billboard, whatever Billboard that is. But you and I just watched it separately. Just so we could see this horrible film clip,
That's
which
2
makes no
views.
sense. That's 2 views right there.
I can't believe I watched it to the end.
Yeah, I came out. I ducked out early. I don't know how you did, but so there's part of the thing. Like, you don't have to be like. We don't want to watch it, but there is strategic marketing. Like, he's doing what he's doing. Like, he does ridiculous shit. He trends on freaking Instagram, TikTok, whatever the F it is.
Yeah.
Constantly, because his shit is so polarizing. Most of it is horrible.
Yeah.
All of it is horrible to
Well,
us.
to you and me. Yeah.
Exactly. However, what is successful for him, like, you got to remember, there's, like Timmy Temple said about, you know, even if 99.9% of the world hate you and 0.1% like you, that's a lot of people. And he's got plenty of people that are following him that pay his bills.
Buy his merch, do everything.
Everything, because maybe he's appealing to them on certain levels, such as they just want to be famous. Like this amazing ghost of fame that you can just get it and your life is made.
Yeah.
A lot of people literally like that bandwagon bias that we all have.
Yeah.
When you're when you're famous, whatever the fuck that means, people buy your shit just because they like the idea of being famous.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I get that.
That's like, I mean, look, the whole argument with him now with them buying YouTube video clicks and stuff, there is that argument there too, because the views and the listens on Spotify just do not
match the players on YouTube.
Nah, but even so, he's one. Was it Gooba?
Yeah.
Gooba.
Yeah.
I think that thing has had like 700 million views on YouTube or something stupid. Let me find out. But then the plays is only 163 million. I say only 163 million like it's nothing, but
it's still a seventh of what the
well, that's the thing. It's always.
But I think like there's also just some areas in the world that love YouTube.
Yeah.
And
422 million.
Oh, that's a bit different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more even. But I think well, you know what I mean? Like when you're showing someone something, maybe the videos have that much, you know,
yeah,
like unusual appeal, or like,
yeah,
what is this music video even doing? Like there's no reason for it. Like why do we even have it?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, you look at his whole branding it's like colorful neon weird shit that you can't convey across a song. Like his music, personally for me, real basic beat underneath. He sort of just says
some things.
Says the N word, but he's Latino, so that confuses me though. I don't know. Can they do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm very confused about that. How he gets away with that. But anyway, like, look, that's beside the point. But his thing is like, he gets people to watch at least half of the video because it's just like, why is this popular?
Yeah.
And so even people like you and me have just paid him like, look, a fraction of a cent in ad revenue for it. People have no interest in watching his shit. So
And they made me watch 2 ads
yeah,
before I saw the video.
they double hit you.
double hit me.
But see, that's the thing.
It was like,
There
video will start after these ads.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you.
So there's the point is he's making money, and so is Nicki Minaj, on things that, on people that I wouldn't go buy his music. You wouldn't go buy his music. I wouldn't go to his show. Neither would you. But we still paid him through ad revenue. So
It's me.
who's winning? You know, so I think the point of what we're trying to get to is like, it depends on where your stances are. Like, is he being authentic? Fuck, I don't know.
Probably not.
I straight up don't know. Well,
No, that's me. But like, I just
he might just be next level delusional.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Yeah, fair.
because that's also very, very much out there. Because a lot of people like Kanye West is another person. A lot of his shit is very strategic. I think like a lot of it is authentic. However, some of the way that he thinks, the dude is smart. Like, all right, I want to, for releasing his new Gap line, covers the entire building, like the entire Gap building, with some sort of like cryptic poem that doesn't really make sense. And the amount of marketing for free he has gotten from it, huge. But he does that shit all deliberately. You know, like he went down New York with like a screen showing his head on the side of a building, which is perfectly legal, I found out. All they can do is ask you to move.
Yeah.
But he was like, if I do this, people are going to photograph it, share it around the world, market the fuck out of my album for free.
Wait, you mean like a projector?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So
That's legal.
That's legal.
Oh my god!
As long as it doesn't cause any like
Yeah.
problems, such as like, I mean, you can't project stuff obviously onto a plane because that's dangerous. You can make it crash. But yeah, it's apparently, to my best ability, I googled the wazoo out of it. It's perfectly legal. All they can do is ask you to leave. And like people have done that left, right, and center with like there's TikTok trends of this guy who's doing giant projectors onto Scientology buildings, and they're huge. Cops will come and tell him to leave because the person's requested him to leave, and if he doesn't leave, that's a crime.
Yeah. But if he leaves, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's basically it's graffiti without
Yeah.
a criminal record.
That's
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah,
Imagine if someone did that on the Sydney Opera House.
that one I think because it's a monument, there might be a grey area of that where it can be potential act of terrorism or something. I
Like,
don't
unless
know.
it's Beaver.
Yeah, but they can, show
Yeah.
the Melbourne Cup jockeys on it. That's cool.
But that's probably
Yeah.
gotten governmental
Yeah, of course it was
approval. That's right.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, as long as taxes are involved.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like always being above the veil, looking at things about like why things work.
Yeah.
You know, even like I said with Trump, he's probably the most polarizing character alive at the moment, no doubt. And it's very easy for us to get emotional and caught up with it, and fuck him, and this guy's disgusting, and what he says. But there's also both sides. Like both sides are just as bad. They manipulate stuff, and they can change it to their agenda and branding. And this works all in music. By the way, guys, I'm still tying this in the music. It's all to do with branding.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you've just got to look at it from both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, like that would be the best way to tie it into music. It's like, okay, well, what are they doing that's making such an effect? Regardless of the, possible buying of streams and buying of plays and things like that. Excuse me.
Bringing a tear to your eyes.
What, I was about to yawn.
Bored of your own story.
Yeah, legit, like, fuck this. No, it's like, well, I mean, the videos are appealing. I mean, like, look at his branding. It's on fucking point.
Yeah,
like,
he's
everything
consistent.
matches.
Yeah.
Like, I'd never looked him up on Spotify before, so I just looked him up and I was like, oh, has he, like, recently done all this because like it didn't seem like when I first heard of him like that was his style of brand, but like all the album art is like all a similar vein. Like everything's really
He's tied it all
properly done.
in.
Like it's fucking smart and it's well done.
It is coincidentally timed really well with the fact that TikTok's huge. And you think of TikTok, you think of kids with like blue hair and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, and it just matches.
Like, yeah, and even the whole Nicki Minaj thing, like she's jumped on board with this stuff, with the trolls thing, and jumped on board to the branding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know. There might be some label commitment behind it as well that we don't know about.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what, but I mean, like Nicki Minaj, look at her as well. Like that girl, she sides with the people that are hot.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's a reason why she's at the top of the game, and she knows the business side of it. She knows how to side with the people that are getting attention to keep her audience constantly coming in. Like, you know, because there's always new people you can be recruiting, like fan wise.
She's like the epitome of stimulation.
She is.
Like,
what do you mean by that exactly, though?
There's always something going on for her. Like, she's never had a dull moment. She's always got, like, her outfits are on point. Her hair is changing. The, like, whipping, moving. Like, there's nothing dull or beige about her.
Which is interesting, too, because I always say try and have a consistent brand, but I don't think you have
that's
to
her
keep...
consistent brand. She's
It's
always
outrageous,
on point.
Facts.
Like,
She's always on point.
Yeah.
Look at Kim Kardashian. She can wear neons or she can wear Kanye's like super neutrals line. But like at the end of the day,
That's Kim.
yeah, like she's nailed her.
She's
her appeal.
Well, that brings us to our second issue, like cancel culture. It don't exist. It just everyone's getting cancelled now. Like it's, if you are gonna start yelling at people to cancel them, you better make sure that you are perfect.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna come for you for sure. They're gonna rip something up that you did probably 10 years ago that wasn't that bad, and all of a sudden it's disgusting. Like I'm actually
The only issue is, in order for people to do that to normal people, they'd have to like go knock on their mother's door and be like, "Hey, can I have your family photo albums?"
Not really, because there's social media starting to really track
when
everything.
you were a kid did you use social media as a kid? Did you guys?
Up until I didn't until like
I started 18.
late junior high.
So
Like MySpace.
How old is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old would he be?
Probably about 18. MySpace would have been like when we were 15.
17? You think that young?
Yeah.
Are you guys the same age?
Close.
I
About
don't
a
think
year.
my parents would have let me when I was 15.
I was on it like probably 15, 16 maybe.
Okay.
But I
That's
know
cool.
there was
I was on it when I was 10.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
11, 12?
That's not that crazy though. Kids now are on
That's
it
what
from,
I'm
like,
saying, though.
I
fucking-
guess I
No,
don't
so-
think about that.
So I
Yeah.
think like for me, like, you know, it probably would have, started around like, I guess my age, where you were on when you were like 12.
Yeah.
And you said the stupidest shit.
Yeah. And kids that young too, like you say shit that is sexist, homophobic, racist.
Yeah.
Because you still don't fucking know. Like, is
You
it
don't
hate
understand.
speech?
You purely just don't
No.
understand the gravity of what you're saying.
And that's the thing.
When
like,
you're also figuring it out, like what is appropriate. Like we're always pushing boundaries when we're kids. Like
100%.
what can we get away with?
and
Yeah.
my concern as well is where this is going is it's going to get to a point where, because we're at a point even now where every single person cannot make a mistake. You know, there's this concept of the fact that people change. There is no room for that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like they have this belief that, you know, I've said some shit 5 years ago, 2 years ago, like 3 months ago,
Yeah.
where I look back at that now and I go, cool, I wouldn't say that again.
Yeah. 100%.
And so like this shit with like Shane Dawson, they're ripping stuff up that he did in like, I think it was like 2012.
yeah.
I thought they said though that his is like a little bit more.
Oh, his is definitely a little bit like, but I would like to see the whole video.
Yeah.
You know, like, because you only see some 5-second clip taken out of context, and it looks like it's some sort of bestiality or pedophilia joke.
Yeah.
But is there a, like, I'm not saying like those things are fucking disgusting, but is there a, like, what is the full context?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
You know, because
Well,
you could get 3 seconds out of this, and all of a sudden, you and I are some sort of horrible demonic human.
Well, I mean, you take the whole thing and you still believe that. That's just the truth.
The issue too, though, with it all is that then I feel like whether you're an artist or whether you're an Instagram or whatever you're doing, it puts so much pressure on you to like don't release anything until it's
To
perfect.
be beige as well.
Yeah, beige and perfectionism. Because
Yeah.
if you believe that someone's gonna rip you apart for something you did 10 years ago, imagine like if you release something right now and it's not perfect.
But even think about it too, like this whole thing of, like I said, times change as well. So it's like we forget that as well. Like jokes that were okay in the 60s weren't okay in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2020. And we forget that, like, you know, we're burning freaking comedians at the stake for saying jokes that were insensitive. It's like, but then why was there a whole crowd of like 50,000, 100,000 people laughing at the joke?
Yeah.
Of all races and all ages.
Yeah.
And all
100%.
sexes.
And it's like, it gets to this point where I wonder if where it comes full circle, where it's like, even white people can't make white people jokes,
Yeah.
you know, because it's getting to that point where it is such a protected thing where, like I mentioned to you, the fact that now chess is considered racist because of black and white squares.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to get to a point where me wearing this black shirt is somehow a racist thing against a culture. Like, you laugh at it.
That sucks because that's all I wear.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? Like, at what point, where do we draw a line of
100%.
creating resilience for people? Because if someone is a hemophilia, not hemophiliac, but they bleed very easily and they can't, like, you get cut and you never.
Oh, it's a
Hemophilia.
No.
Hemophilia? Hematosis. You have hematosis,
No, hold
basically.
on.
What's hemophilia?
no. Hold on one second.
Oh, well, I'm going to Google it. Anyway.
No, stop. They
Alright, you
they
think
say
about
this
it.
about Mammy. They say Mammy is a hypochondriac.
No, it's not
that's
that.
overreacting.
What?
That's overreaction,
hemophilia.
Stacey. Yeah. Okay, you know what we're gonna say? Someone who bleeds very easily. They suffer hematosis or whatever.
Yeah.
If you did you just laugh?
Yeah.
Not about people that have that.
No, I was laughing at
That
the
would
fact
be
that I was
insensitive.
Yeah, that would
Really
be very
try.
insensitive.
because I'm really wanting to hear the dictionary definition.
Oh, okay, but no. So the thing is that if you are always protected from stuff, you will never become resilient to things. You know what I mean? Like, and the problem now is it's just becoming this area where it is like we have it so fucking good.
Yeah.
So good. At what point are we going to start then going back through, like, say, music in the history and canceling someone because they said one thing in a rap song
Well,
or whatever?
that continues. You know, there was an unfortunate passing away of a boy in Melbourne due to being stabbed, I believe.
Yeah,
and
wow.
beaten up, and everyone was trying to blame acts that do the drill music,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yep.
1-4 and a couple of those guys, and it's like you're trying to blame one thing,
Yeah.
one group, one person
Yeah.
for a problem that's been around for centuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, like, they talk about things in the music, but it's not like they're telling people to go and do these things. You know what I mean?
Well, Eminem got it. Like, everyone's
It's
always.
always happened to hip hop.
They
tried to.
That's
They
the
they actually
thing.
they've tried to use it in courts to convict people
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking
because of
stupid.
talking about it. And for the most part, these people have gotten off because it's like talking about an experience. It's a freedom of speech thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're not saying that they did it. It's just they're talking about what they've seen and the things, the life that they know. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they've done it. They're just talking about what happens where they've grown up, where they live.
Yeah.
It's
that-
fucking
That's what
insane.
that freedom of speech comes down to. Like, it is it's like we're going through a systematic erosion of freedom of speech. You know, like,
yeah, no doubt.
it's basically like, what was it? I posted something Bill Burr said the other day, and it was like, everyone advocates for freedom of speech as long as you're speaking about what I want to hear.
Yeah.
which is basically what today is. It's like, oh, okay, I kind of disagree with that.
Yeah.
And they go, it's very easy to label you as a racist, a homophobe, or a xenophobe or something like that, because straight away it's like, then you're putting me on the back foot.
Yeah.
And I have to now justify to you why I'm not. Even though I'm like, I'm clearly not. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
and it's this victim mentality, and Jordan Peterson talks about it so eloquently. And it's the problem with victims is a victim needs a perpetrator, and so what a victim will do is then start looking for someone that they can hurt back as a perpetrator, and that's what we're kind of experiencing right now. Is everyone either is or wants to be a victim. Now, there are genuine victims out there. There's no doubt. Like, I mean, there is victims who are genuine victims of a horrible situation.
Yeah.
However, I think at the moment now it's really kind of a cool thing to be a victim. And there's this glamorization of being a victim because it's that underdog story. And all of a sudden, like you said, with rap, like someone stabs someone. Rather than going, okay, I shouldn't have done it. It is, but they influenced me to do it.
Yeah.
And it's this removal of, like, everyone wants to be the victim even when they have done the bad thing.
It's funny though. I'm gonna take a 9-iron and smash someone's car window and then be like, "Oh, Taylor Swift told me to do it."
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Like,
And you never that's an exact example. You don't hear people being like talking to Taylor Swift about like retaliations on exes and things like that, being like, oh yeah, like I heard it in a Taylor Swift song, so I went and did it. It's like, no, well, where's it pointed at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually,
Fucking frustrating.
I wonder if anyone is out there who has done that and used that.
100%.
But used it.
Oh, not used it. No
well,
way.
Taylor Swift did it.
Yeah.
People are, hold
that
on.
would be so funny.
Yeah, but look, like, cancel culture really, unless it's something that puts you behind bars, which 6ix9ine has clearly proven that doesn't really matter. You can get out of jail and make you like now he's got a rap sheet and people are like, oh dang, like there's people who are like, dude, fuck him, he's a snitch. And then there's other kids who just like, yeah, he went to prison, like they don't care.
Yeah.
So like,
it's
as long as you're resilient and you can get past that, when everyone's yelling at you for being whatever you are, whatever you're getting cancelled for these days, it's you get past it. Like, this too shall pass. And yeah.
Also, it is hemophilia.
Really?
Hemophilia?
Okay.
Disorder
So
in which blood doesn't clot normally.
Oh, okay. We were talking about two very different things.
We
All
established
right.
that, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
hypochondriac is somebody that overreacts.
Yes.
Do they also make up like they think everything's wrong with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hypochondriac.
Okay.
Because they just like overreact to literally everything. So
Yeah.
it'll just snowball.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are people that are not fun to be around.
Hypochondriacs.
Oh.
Very difficult situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to navigate.
Yeah. Resilience, man. Resilience. But yeah, so the what was the other things? Oh, I'm just gonna bring it up because it's funny. It's my poop.
Yeah.
Did my tax this week.
Yeah, you said
$7,000 last year.
That's insane.
$7,000 made on my poop.
So what we were talking about on what was it? The last podcast actually
just
with
crazy.
Timmy, where he said like, have your income coming in from a separate job. Don't be like double music.
Yeah.
There you go. Get yourselves healthy, and then
Get your poop paid for. But how nuts is that? So I did the numbers, and
It's a lot of money, man.
and do you know what's even crazier? This year, so I've only done it for this year. It's been about. I started.
That's not even the full year.
Yeah, because we were also gone for like
Yeah, I'm
6.
getting that, baby. I'm getting
okay.
Don't ruin the story.
Oh, sorry. I'm not a good storyteller, guys. I just give you all the deets.
No,
Facts.
So, facts. So I started mid-July, so that's 6 weeks out of the year gone.
No, but in the tax year though. In the financial year.
So this financial year. So out of this financial tax year, I started mid-July, which is 6 weeks gone already.
No.
Mid-July, tax year
Mid-July.
Oh
starts.
shoot! It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's my
I even know
so
your
it's 2
taxes.
weeks. Then there was 4 weeks we were in America.
6 weeks.
So then I came back again. They couldn't donate for another 2 or 3 weeks.
9 weeks.
It's 9 weeks gone. There was another week where I was sick. Yep. It's
I
good.
love this
Keep doing
focus, Jamie.
This is going to fuck you up now, though. Then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like I'm only doing 3 instead of 5 a week.
Okay.
And then there's like a bunch of... So basically what I'm saying is for about... I think it worked out to it was 175 poops that I donated. So that's like 6 months of the year for $7,000. And what is better, I calculated the rough hours of like,
Are you joking?
Yeah, no, I did it.
Oh my gosh.
For the time that I spent. So there's like about 10 minutes of driving there and back, 5 minutes each way. Then there is like going in, the interview, getting my blood tests and all that sort of shit. Pun not intended. What I ended up finding out, I only probably about 35 hours have been spent on this for $7,000.
What about the poop time?
I don't count that. I was going to do that anyway.
No, you got to count that.
You don't
'cause
count
that's time. That's office hours.
No, but you can't. Okay, I exclude that time because you can't count what I was going to do anyway.
No,
All right, well, fine. Let's
because
say
you get paid for it now, so it
turns as work.
turns into work.
It's like a machine.
that's
So
how-
say you're like 10 minutes a day.
All right, so let's just say even
10 minutes.
I'm pretty quick.
Bro,
really
he
what-
literally just sits on his little squatty potty that I got him. Whoosh, done.
I well, no, it's because you have to. It's a
Oh,
business.
yeah.
I'm trying to maximize.
Hey, look.
This is a flat rate that I receive, so I want to make sure that I maximize my ROI on my time.
Return on your investment. Fuck off.
So, okay, so let's just round it up and say it was 60 hours and I made $7,000.
So like $1,000 an hour.
It's $1,000 an hour or $100 an hour? $120 an hour for my poop. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's really top quality.
My math stopped at the weeks thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, fair enough. But
it was good while it lasted.
yeah. There was a random. So here's a random thing that I found out the other
Yeah,
day.
hit me.
It was I wanted to bring up in Suarez one, but we couldn't because like the conversation took a dive.
10.
I forgot to ask him about his voice.
Yeah. So this guy did these maths. So like, obviously, this is got nothing to do with music at all. In this book that I'm reading, it's talking about how basically like a man's biological inclination is to spread his seed across the land,
Okay.
and he wants to make sure that he has said offspring
Yeah.
as far and wide as he can.
Mm-hmm.
There was this
Gosh, my dad really pushed it really far, didn't he? He pushed his seed all the way to the other side of the world.
Oh, yeah. So this guy, so say for example, you have 3 sons
Yeah.
who have 3 sons who have 3 sons. Like it multiplies out that way.
Understood.
This one king, I think in China, back in the day,
Yeah.
back, they worked out that he has 3 million male children and grandchildren.
Oh,
in his
yeah.
lineage.
True.
Oh my
So
God.
many.
Yeah, it's like your wet dream.
Oh my God. Can you just... At what point does that become
How
split
many
off
do you reckon
enough?
he like supported?
Oh, none.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Oh, it's a financial decision. But just okay. But I'm not talking about that. Wasn't one generation. That's across like, you
Yeah,
think
of course.
one generation is 3, that turns into 9, that turns into fucking.
Yeah, no, I get you.
It's exponential. It's quite high.
CC.
But at what point does it end up when they don't
Yeah, yeah,
realize that they're now mixing with their lineage? Like, at what point do you stop growing 5 fingers and toes with an extra finger or toe?
We've already reached that.
So
Has
you
to be
like,
pretty
so
close.
Stacey and I are like semi-related.
We're on the other side of the world, and I'm from Europe.
Doesn't matter. So am I, babe.
Oh yeah, you are.
I know.
Shucks.
Are we related?
I forgot you Aussies.
We're both like Irish
do
and
you
English descent.
Nah, I'm one of the S ones. Like,
Scotland, which is right next to Ireland.
no, I have. I always want to say it's
Spanish?
Sweden, but I don't.
Switzerland?
No, you,
Swiss.
babe.
I think
you
it might
are-
be. I think it's Swiss and Irish.
No, the point of this.
I think I'm Swiss and Irish.
I just said Irish, baby.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I think.
Did we not remember? My family came from Ireland after illegally making
Ireland.
money on
Well-
the 5th Fleet, 1802, bitch, February.
Good news.
Andrew and Elizabeth Doyle.
There's no need to call me a bitch.
How
Sorry,
come
I
when
didn't
you
mean
say
that.
their names with your last name, it actually sounds like a cool last name, but then like it just dies down
Or
after
Blake
that?
Doyle.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring as like Elizabeth and you know.
Hey, what are you saying?
I don't know.
You got a shit name, bruv?
I still haven't changed my last
Wait,
name.
ain't as cool as Muscat.
No, it's not.
Muscat.
Is it Muscat?
Yeah, it's not Muzz.
Ah.
It's not a Z.
Muscat.
Muscat. Moscato.
Almost.
Moscato.
Not as sweet though.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. What do you got an issue with my fucking...
Just get a DNA test,
She's-
and then we'll find out. I've already got my DNA tested. Do you guys do that in Australia? Is that a
Babe,
thing?
we have to because we have to prove we're not related in order to get my marriage certificate, remember?
Oh, do you guys actually have to do it? Is that a thing?
They literally, I'm not joking.
Oh no, we will.
On every
Can
single
you imagine?
thing.
We've been married for like 2 years, and then
She's
all
like
of
a
a sudden,
fourth cousin.
and then all of a sudden they're like, "You guys can't do this."
Wait, so is that in Australia or is that in the
Both.
US?
Both of them you
Yeah.
have to show
Shut
that
the
you are not
fuck
related. Because apparently
No
that's a
way.
thing. Australia,
We should probably check that before we have kids.
well, I think the sixth toe will give a giveaway.
No, Blake, I'm not. Come on.
But wait. So, but you guys are already married.
Oh yeah, that's awkward, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, say you're married for 2 years, and then you get this
Why didn't
blood
you?
test.
Why haven't you done it already?
I
didn't-
never really thought about it.
No, but what I'm saying is how did they let you get married and
Yeah.
you haven't done this test?
I
I
guess
guess
they're
they
not
just never really thought about like a U.S. person. Maybe it's like
I guess
within
they
a
just got a little
certain
bit of
amount of
leniency.
years.
Oh, it's gotta be. Yeah.
Maybe it has to be within like a certain amount of
Yeah,
years
for
that you'd
sure.
have to be like.
I don't know. I don't remember like my parents ever talking about them getting a DNA check to
So
see if they're related.
I mean, my mum was from Portugal, so
I mean, anything goes there.
I think it's only for.
I mean, yes, drugs are legal to a certain extent. But I don't know about anything, guys.
That's so funny though.
Do you want a caramel?
No, I'm good, man.
You sure?
I have one.
So that
yesterday.
means that
Another one?
Megan
No.
would have to too.
I'm good. I'm
I
trying
want
to be
one.
decent.
Give me
Stacey wants
one.
one.
She's vegan, bro.
Oh, right. I did this to somebody the other day.
I do really want a chocolate
Yeah,
bar.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Bro, she is seriously. I swear I've never seen this before. Her veganism is wavering.
It's not my veganism. It's my gluten-free.
It's wavering, bro.
I want the breading on the chicken so bad. Like just the crunchy bits.
On the
It's the
schnitzel?
gluten.
She has wanted to eat chicken the last 3 days. I'm like, what is going on, babe?
So I'm gonna buy vegan nuggets today on the way home because it's the texture and the little nugget.
Mm.
That's what I want. I don't care if it's real
I
meat
get
or
that.
not.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So
I totally get that.
this is a question actually to do with diet.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel bad? Like when you have a vegan, vegans have like their whole thing is ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Like they try and argue the whole health thing, but let's just fake it. It's ethics.
Most vegans nowadays started out doing it for health,
Yeah.
and then we watched Earthlings, and then we never looked back since then.
Do you have a real weird thing when you know that shit's dead, being killed?
Not really. No.
No.
No. I've never watched the documentaries. I've watched videos and things,
Yeah.
but I mean, I guess it's weird because I've always grown up watching Dad in the kitchen take apart
Oh yeah.
chickens and stuff. So
Yeah.
Like feathers and all.
no, not that. But
Oh,
like
okay.
I've seen him like break a chicken carcass
Oh, okay.
and prepare a chicken to roast. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So he's in there, just taking out the giblets,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
cracking
gotcha.
the bones,
Yeah.
butterflying it, everything, and you know, feeding it to the dog
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
and
if
hearing the dog just crunch through this bone, just like
Yeah.
nothing. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, I
wolf
mean,
dog, baby.
no, this is just a staffy
I'm just trying to.
and a Great Dane. But you should get a wolf dog, yeah.
Yeah. fuck
I'm
yeah.
more down for the wolf dogs than I am for the
Schnauzers.
no,
No, not a
the
schnauzer. Was it
Doberman.
Doberman?
Dobermans.
I'd
Dobermans
probably
are
be more
sexy,
down
man.
for a wolf dog than
Yeah.
a Doberman too.
Yeah. Czechoslovakian wolf dog or Damascus?
To masculine.
Okay.
But we want to buy them in Australia now because then they have less wolf,
Yeah.
Less
You can get 'em
likely-
over there without wolf.
less
but,
likely to go nuts.
Back
Yeah,
to your
that's
thing about
Uh-huh.
seeing it when you grow up. It's probably because of sensitivity. It'd be interesting to see
Well, but like, yeah, I mean,
if you've grown up with it. Like, yeah, you gotta freaking African tribes and shit like that where they actually grow up killing the thing.
yeah,
That's just how it is. Whereas a Westerner who's detached from it,
yeah.
we see it. We're like, oh no, stop,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
It's because it's something that we wouldn't do ourselves.
it's because we haven't had to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whereas I think
100%.
if like it'd be different if we had to. Like, look how quickly. What was that?
I do that too.
Gurgling. Yeah.
Look how quickly everyone turned on each other over toilet paper. Imagine when food's a thing.
Yeah.
Cannibalism will be a thing. Like, don't get me started. Like, cannibalism actually fucks with every sort of motor neural thing in your body. So don't do
That
it.
is so crazy to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It's crazy how it does that, eh?
Yeah.
It's like an involuntary response to not do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do that, like, because I didn't know that was in the Book of Eli. You know the movie?
movie.
You know how they keep checking their hands?
Yeah.
We Googled it to find out what it was because there's no reference of what it is.
Yeah.
It's to check if they're a cannibal.
Right.
That's what they check for.
It's so
What,
crazy.
to see how much their hands shake? Or?
Yeah. So if
'Cause
your
if
hands are
you-
shaky, it means you've been eating human flesh.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why they're checking their hands.
Something with the nerves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at Pappy's hands.
Oh, yeah, it's a crazy shakes. He's
Oh
eaten a
my
few
gosh,
humans
my
in his time.
grandpa.
Love it.
Would you kill a human, Jamie?
I wouldn't. I can't answer that.
No.
I've
No one
been in-
knows.
I have no idea. I've never been in the slightest situation.
Okay.
I've barely ever been in a violent situation.
All right. A FedEx guy has hit.
No,
your
see,
car.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
Oh no.
No, it's you can't. It's not something that you can just think about. I don't think. Like,
So you're saying it's more of an act of passion.
It's like having a
fight or
kid.
flight.
There's no way you can know.
fight or flight. I think more.
Fight or flight,
More
yeah.
respectively.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
I'm glad you said that because a lot of people sort of take the moral high ground when they're just like, no, I never would.
Well,
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure there's some situations where you could.
well, there's a whole thing of like seeing red and not even like remembering going into a rage fit, and things like that do happen to people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think I can answer that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the thing? Oh, we're going to talk about Chaz.
What's that? Oh no! Oh yeah.
Can we not?
Chaz. So,
Let's get back to music and branding. That's what I
music
want
and
to talk
branding.
about.
We're talking about, yeah, well, we can get back to that. I don't know because we've spoken about trolls. What else are we going to speak about?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. Like today's like
Stuff.
we're kind of baked right now, guys. I'm sorry if you have to like.
You say we're baked.
Not baked as in we've been smoking some pot. That shit's illegal in Sydney, unfortunately. Gotta move
I
to
wonder if
Cali.
you guys are ever going to get on that train. Or you think it'll always stay legal here? Like in America, it's legal.
It's legal. It's starting to get legal in
It's decriminalized, isn't it?
decriminalized in ACT,
yeah.
and it's started. It'll happen.
It'll happen.
Wow.
As soon as the government figure out, you just need all the old people to die off who are
Yeah.
so
As soon as they
against
figure out
it.
how to properly make money out of it.
Yeah.
And it's also the old. It's all to do with being voted back in. California's a liberal state. Like not as in like government thing. I mean like they're liberal hearted. And I just think there was a way that they could get enough voters to be for it, and that's the whole thing. It all comes down to voters. Like if we say yes, bring in marijuana, and there's a lot of people that are going to be like anti that and they won't vote for us, then we won't do it. Like that's how the governments are always thinking, unfortunately, which is also fortunate though too.
Yeah.
So, would you smoke weed?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know because I've never had it before.
You
I've
haven't.
never done drugs. before.
Really?
Kind of overrated. To be
I've only
honest.
just drunk
Wow.
stuff.
I'm shook.
Even Stacey's done more drugs than you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
you were
so.
a rave child, so
I was.
Bro,
a
she's
rave
trying to
child.
coerce me into doing mushrooms.
I really think that it would be a nice expression for him.
Expression or
But-
experience?
Well, an expression
always
of your
does.
personality, actually.
Say what?
An expression of your personality. But
Yeah.
I've told you the one thing that I think you should do, which I've never done, is ayahuasca. Because he's got some deep-rooted trauma stuff. And I'd really like to have him
Is this turning into a
guided.
psychologist session? all
No,
of a sudden?
guided through that journey.
I don't, like, ayahuasca is just. Do you know what ayahuasca is? Fuck, dude. Just the whole idea of me throwing up the whole time and just throwing up again and then pooping my pants. It's just.
just wear old pants. Or just don't wear
Just don't wear pants.
You like pooping in nature.
I do
mean.
like a good poop in the nature, but then I can't go near cliffs and have a good view because I'm scared about I might just trip out. My big thing is I am. Look, my big thing with doing like psychedelics is I'm fucking scared
Yeah.
of I'm a fast runner, probably the second fastest in the world, second to Logan Paul. But
Just gotta.
Usain Bolt's a smooth third for sure.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, he blows out after 102 meters. The
102.
he the problem with it, the doing drugs, I'm scared that like, okay, one, I don't know if you see me, I'm pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm gonna freak out over shit. Like, you know, these things they'll turn on if they need to, and I'm also quick. Like, there's a double fucking whammy.
Maybe you just shouldn't do any then.
Well, I want to find someone who's a trained Navy SEAL.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, trained Navy SEAL. And
This is interesting.
It's like I knew this was building up to a
Wow.
fucking. Point.
Really?
yeah.
I had no idea.
If we can find a trained Navy SEAL who can run 102 meters faster than Usain Bolt, I'm happy to fucking do
It's
it.
got to be faster than you saying. I
So good.
feel like there's.
I'm just saying, look, that is my thing. If you can find a guy like that who can, if I'm doing weird fucking shit, he can just hold me down like, you know, it's all good.
Wow.
And I'm not going to hurt myself and I'm not going to like outrun him and all that sort of shit. I'm down, baby. I'm down.
Okay.
I will do some
Interesting.
mushrooms.
Still
But
just
you know a
glossing
lot
over
of
the
it-
fact that you're saying you and Logan Paul are the fastest runners, but
Bro, it's facts.
you're comparing yourself to Usain Bolt. But what about the people that run distance?
Yeah, distance runners.
Yeah, I'm quicker than them.
But I think he'd gas out quick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think you'd be a sprinter. You'd probably be a 4x4
Are
runner.
you making jokes at my sex life?
No, actually,
No, but now I am, 'cause that's hilarious.
because with a 4x5 runner, they do whatever it takes to get across the finish line. So you might be on the 4x4 team, but you're definitely the first one. Like you'll get it there, but like you know, it's all right if you
I
aren't
still
first
don't
place
know if
there.
you're talking about running or sex now.
Yeah.
And either way, this is great. 'Cause it's mad burn.
Well,
The first one.
hold on.
The first one in the 4x4 team.
Yeah, because you know how like then
Who's
in
most important?
the last one.
Is it actually?
Yes. Yeah, I used to date a 4x4.
Bro, you're not even like the third.
No, because by the
the
third,
third's the most important.
no, third's not. It's the fourth.
Oh no, the third's the most useless.
Yeah, kind of.
So I'm just saying I'm the second most important.
First
take
and-
a silver.
Yeah,
I took silver the fastest
first and
person in the
fourth.
world.
But like fourth, you're making it happen. You are like every bone in your body. Every.
Muscle?
I had a lot.
Good joke, babe. That burn is really
Yeah.
setting in.
No, I still liked it. I enjoyed it.
Oh man.
Witty banter.
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 But yeah, so if you guys can find me a Navy SEAL, like a trained Navy SEAL,
I'm here,
Who's-
man.
So let me ask you
Fast.
this, because
I'm right here.
because I don't really know. With the music industry here,
Mm-hmm.
are drugs like a huge thing? Even though like
it depends on
you
the
guys
people.
have stricter stuff. Like, would you see people smoking weed in music videos? And
Definitely.
okay,
Yeah.
so it is still like all.
Hey,
a
they
vibe.
still hire Lamborghinis to be in their film clip. They'll
I-
hire fake smoke to be in the.
Most of the time, it won't even be fake smoke. They'll just smoke weed.
Okay.
There's no problem with
Oh, that's
that.
good. Authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I haven't really thought about it in music video sort of thing. But definitely in music, it's massive.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you know,
See, I find
I go into sessions all the time where there's weed and
it's
Other
the
things.
white powder that's the more popular here.
Yeah, you guys love that stuff here.
I think there's because
Whereas in America, we're like, oh gosh.
in America, I think because in Australia, so when I was working at a bar in the city,
Mm-hmm.
not one that we've ever mentioned on this one actually, so never, don't try and go back and fucking figure it out.
He's worked at so many.
Yeah, I was like a bar slut.
You were-
I found out, so it's actually, there's a weird thing where the more expensive the white powder gets in countries, the higher the use
yeah.
happens.
Cool.
So apparently New Zealand per capita is the highest in Australia. Sorry, highest in the world,
Yeah.
followed by Australia,
Yeah.
and then it goes down from there.
Yeah.
Because it's more expensive, it's
a
seen
status
as like it's a status thing, it's a high roller thing.
Yeah.
Like you can go to clubs pre-COVID, and it's every second stall there's people, and you're like,
Really?
It's you know, it's just like it is what it is. People don't even try
so
and hide
nuts.
it.
I can't even imagine.
People don't even hide talking about it.
Yeah, it's
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Like you go to dinner and you'll hear a table behind you talking about how they got on the bags on the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
nuts.
god.
There's it's weird. Like,
But
no
so
one really gives
okay,
a
so
shit.
that's confusing because you said on the bags, but then now we're calling a bag of money like, yeah, I'm gonna get that bag. Like
see.
at what point? Where's that line?
Well, you got. I mean, what do you?
I think you kind of know.
it's context. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's context of the conversation.
I'm getting the bag.
It did throw me off the first time I heard it though, and it was like,
And
I'm gonna
also,
get that
when you-
bag, and I'm like, excuse me?
When you
Yeah.
refer to money, it's Uno bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's never
Let me get that
plural.
bag.
Usually it's a baggie though, like
Not for money.
That sounds
no for the white
sounds like
powder.
a diaper.
Yeah, because it's a little one.
Yeah, it's a baggie.
But what's plural?
Baggies.
Yeah.
No one says that. That sounds like Huggies.
Baggy. I
Diaper.
can't believe I just said yeah. I was like, yeah. No, wait, what?
Checkmate.
Hey, stop that.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Because so you guys don't grow it here.
We can't.
I think so.
That's why it's so expensive here, because you have to, like, you think how fuck I don't. There was a dude who got
Get it.
caught with 150 mil worth on a thing. He's gone to prison for like.
Is that the one I
Nah,
Okay.
different one.
Makes sense.
And
A lot of cocaine.
well, see that's the thing why it's so expensive here is because you think of how many people you have to pay off.
Yeah.
How many people like
Yeah.
like
You
you
go through a lot of areas.
you don't bring like a kilo, like you bring a fucking boatload.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're usually on container ships where they've paid off a lot of people.
That's nuts.
So like
It's crazy that
in
that
America,
could
it's
still
like
exist.
in America, it's the like $70.
Man.
Here it's 300, 350 now.
Gosh.
Apparently, I don't do it. I haven't done it in many years.
Yeah, I think it just depends.
But it's per capita. Australia is the second biggest in the world,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
so
350.
Yeah.
It would be a status thing,
Imagine
then.
how many like songs you could get mastered for that.
Like at least one.
At least. But like, I don't, so that's my thing as well. Like, I mean, I'm all for lifestyle and like, you know, it's your choice and all that sort of shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, like everyone can be like, oh, imagine what else you can do with that money. It's like, man, you aren't that person.
You can,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that classic thing of like, you know, there's people that are like, you know, if you didn't spend this and blah, 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 you'd have a
Yeah,
Lamborghini.
yeah.
It's like, well, where's your fucking Lamborghini?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut
Depends on what your pleasures in life are.
up. Yeah, exactly.
It all comes down to pleasure.
Yeah. But that's what you have to, like, yeah, I know whenever I used to go out drinking, I look back at what I spent on that night. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
was it worth it? Nah.
Yeah. The other week I went out and it cost me, including food, which we just had one meal. I think the day cost me like $400
Oh my gosh.
just for myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Was it worth
That's
it?
insane.
it was a great
I've
day.
never
I
spent
hadn't seen
that
those
much
people in
money.
ages. I haven't gone out in ages because
Yeah.
I don't go out.
And COVID.
Well, even before that. But yeah, $400. I probably had like
Jeez.
20 drinks.
Yeah.
20 drinks.
He drinks, babe. He.
Are you kidding?
It's not even that many.
For
What?
me, for Chunky, not much. Like
Well,
that-
no, I mean it's a lot for me. Like that's.
How are you not just
I
walking
was pretty
liquid?
happy.
Like I feel like you'd be
Well,
just
we
like
are.
sloshing after that.
We are what 70% water.
Yeah, so you just
I'm-
changing,
That's
shifting the ratio.
Crazy. Oh my god.
No, but it, you know, like it's.
So you did 20 even after not drinking for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, well, are you a human?
No, well, it's just I've got body weight. You know what I mean?
But is that really a thing, or is that just
Yeah,
bullshit?
100%.
Oh, it would be
Body
because
weight
you
and
think
what
like
you've
all the
eaten.
cells are like absorbing. So in order for you to feel
You're
something,
saying he has more cells than we do?
yeah,
That sounds like it's
I have so many cells.
that's body shaming me, babe.
it's not body
No, it's
shaming.
cell shaming.
Jeez.
Cell shaming.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
cellist. Cellism.
You're absurd. I can't.
I'm so tired. No. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, because no, it's definitely a thing. Because when
I was like, no. That was a tennis match of years and nose.
inside my mind. Yeah, when like you know, like when I lost heaps of weight and then I went drinking, my tolerance was so tiny.
Wow.
It was like not good for me. It was not a fun night. But yeah, like
but
you
wouldn't
know.
it be better because then you wouldn't have to spend as much money?
Yeah, but I forgot.
Yeah, you always forget that. You never remember.
Yeah. Like I forgot that I didn't have a tolerance. Well, I didn't realize that I wouldn't have that tolerance.
See,
Yeah.
I love the fact that I was a lightweight. Like, I'm a lightweight, but there's a strategy.
Yeah.
So I want to be a lightweight. Give me a couple of shots and then a beer. Don't.
Yeah.
Throwing
okay, so
up
let
for
me ask
sure.
you this. going back to the actual music industry, is drinking on stage a huge thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
drinks on stage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the guys.
It's not like it's illegal.
No, I know that. I just
Yeah, I mean, you always have a drink on stage.
I think we see what we see in America, and a lot of people like to emulate that.
Yeah.
You know? One thing I don't get is when you see dudes that are on there and they got their crew of like 30 on the stage with them. I'm like, who are these people?
That's what makes you feel comfortable performing.
oh,
But
I
does
saw.
it looks more chaotic and anxiety inducing than anything else.
No, not really, man.
Really?
Because I mean, they're all there to hype you up and give you the energy that you need to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. Obviously, like you're not going to see it at a
Oxford Art Factory.
Well, no, you're not going to see it in an orchestra. Like, you're not all your homies aren't going to be around you in an orchestra, and you're playing violin. Like,
Yeah, because you got the whole orchestra around you.
but like, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to like be like jumping around you, hyping you up to do your violin solo.
Like dubstep violin.
yeah.
That'd be so cool. But actually, have you heard the violinist that does like really crazy music, like dubstep type of stuff?
Yeah.
I haven't.
So
I
insane.
have to look at that later.
It's a girl,
That's
isn't
cool.
it, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff.
A
Really
dub
cool stuff.
violin. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to talk about jazz, so we won't touch that.
Yeah. I think that's for the best.
So, look, if anyone's listening still, hello. And
Blake has a fascination with Chaz. Move on. ...
just search Chaz, CHAZ,
Full stop.
Seattle.
Chaz.
You will love it. You will
Chaz
absolutely love it.
Michaels.
It'll give you
Figure skating.
anxiety, and then you'll have an even worse opinion of America. That's all it does.
Or just humans.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, I
Actually,
think
that's true.
It's not America. It's just that unfortunately America has.
America's the only ones that'll try it. They're like, let me dip my toes in this.
Yeah, it is an interesting country.
I do love my country, though. Because the reality is when you're living there, like, it's not,
Babe, you
You don't
live in
have-
West Virginia.
you don't,
Not much
stop.
was happening
I
over there.
didn't. Oh my gosh. I lived in Columbus, Ohio. I lived in Fort Myers, Florida. Like,
Have you heard of any of these
Bro.
places?
Yeah.
yeah, Columbus, Ohio is huge for a music
Yeah.
scene. Like, a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
come up in
It's
Columbus.
just like you just know about
Your favorite
Columbus,
people did.
Ohio.
21 Pilots, yes.
Yeah.
But
Many
Columbus,
others.
Ohio isn't really like a. I don't know what's a word I can say without offending people.
Hub.
It is a bit of a hub. I'm just saying it's not really like a problem state. Ohio,
That's a lie. It has a huge crime rate.
That's a weird brag.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
Well, you did say it doesn't have it's not a problem state, so it's a fair
We're talking about
rebuttal.
Ohio or Columbus?
Columbus.
Huh. Do they have riots?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I don't know.
Anyways, look.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Anyway, I feel like it's a good time to wrap up. I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I just feel like it's just having a good
we're
chat.
just chatting.
Yeah.
A little chitty chat.
Yeah. So guys, make sure you subscribe if you're still listening. Shout out.
Yeah,
Like the
subscribe.
video. Also, we do have some audio only tips.
Yum yum.
Actual tips that are very focused.
Now very focused. 5-minute little like juicy bits. Haven't decided on a name yet. We're still working on that.
A little
Like
squeeze.
What are we gonna talk? What are we gonna call them?
The last minute squeeze.
Nah.
Oh, jeez.
It's like no.
Nah.
Juicy tips.
Nah.
The
Sounds
juice. Squeeze the juice.
Get away from the juice, you dirty-minded.
Literally, you've got juice drops dripping on the monitor, you freak.
What about we call it the squeeze?
Squeeze.
I just said that.
Literally just
Literally
I just
just
came up with a great unique idea.
said that.
squeeze. That's totally unique
my
idea.
You said the
gosh.
juicy squeeze.
No, at first I said the squeeze.
That's true. She did say that.
Look, you can't prove it.
Or the last squeeze.
prove
Like,
it.
Literally have
actually
it recorded.
can. Yeah.
It's like and muted Stacey's microphone.
Yeah. Dude, he
Delete
was
the
muting
file.
me out so hard earlier.
It's great. Imagine that in live. Black Mirror style. All right, cool, guys. Subscribe.
thinking
Love
that.
you.
Oh,
Chunky
you
love.
love me? I'm behind the camera. Thanks.
Yes, we love you.